Hi everyone, it's Claire. This is a quick video because there is a very important astrology thing happening with cosmology, which I think has been a bit underplayed. Normally I share videos for the full moon, sometimes new moon. I didn't manage a Cancer new moon one the other day, but this actually links in with that Cancer new moon as well. So on Friday the 27th, really the planet Mercury was trine Saturn, and it really links with new plans and also that new moon in Cancer, which in Cancer is really representing the home and our family, or even our family tribe. So they may be people not linked in ancestry with us, but are linked in a soul connection way. And the feelings, I'm very sensitive to energy, and there's a feeling, it feels a bit strange, like uncomfortable, that also memories have resurfaced as well, which you're trying to process, and you might get random thoughts or have got random thoughts that come out of nowhere and they link with the past. I've had a few of those. And what's happening is this is all part of this kind of astrology thing that's happening to clear a pathway for us. And some people will be aware, but some won't. So I was going to help people with this video a little bit. I've just watched a compilation of various people, and I haven't exactly written loads of notes, but it's kind of in my, grey matter. Then on today, Saturday the 28th, Mercury is trine Neptune. And Neptune's very linked in with the higher self and higher visionary stuff and dreams. And it links with the soul and our spiritual plans. And this is kind of a little subtle pathway. And then tomorrow, Sunday, the 29th, is Mercury opposing Pluto, which will look at really new structures, and those things in our lives which are not really very authentic will probably be transformed and transposed by this whole, astrological pathway. So it's about kind of being clearer about who we are, what we need and what we don't need. And Mercury being quite active, speech has more power than normal. And also you might be aware of kind of feeling in your throat to clear it. I was getting that actually even at the beginning of the video, to kind of prepare yourself to communicate better. And also it's a good time to not be complaining because if you're complaining, at the moment the veil is thin between the worlds, and the planets are, listening. The energy is listening to us and what we want. So it's a good idea to speak out on our truth and our authenticity, but not to moan really, because what you moan about, you bring more of, basically. And really on the 27th, and that was Friday, it was about kind of time shifts as well. And Saturn, being very much a timekeeper, has kind of access to, showing us things in a different way, not just time linked. That's what I mean, like, memories resurfacing and so on. All these changes, by the way, are all about internal changes, and Cancer is very much, internal changes and things going on at home. You might have a feeling to clear your home, or clear rooms of stuff that you don't need, or clear out the car, or clear out yourself, meditate, be in silence. And it's about deep thinking as well, and memories resurfacing, and also that past decisions might have been shown to us with more clarity about what that meant and what were the lessons. So I was actually getting in my ear, I could hear like there's a pattern forming here to do with, I've put off doing a lot of things that I should have done, but it's really felt like a build up inside me that I need to get these things done. So I'm getting quotes done for maintenance, I'm getting my car sorted out. My phone keeps going a bit awry, so that needs sorting out. It's all these sort of rather disciplinarian things, but Saturn isn't letting that go really. And Saturn in Aries builds more about the authentic self, and maybe making peace with who we have been in the past, but that isn't necessarily what we're going to be. And this is an alignment to correct quite a few things. And also, there will be a feeling that time is not linear. So Saturn allows the past, the present, and the future kind of to come together more. So you will sort of be aware of that. And also watch for intuition, particularly perhaps today, and clearing space and sorting things out, clearing files, clearing desks, clearing rooms and things. And then I watched another video that was talking about the moon quite a lot, and that this is a sort of brief window and alignment, and a 3 days where after this there becomes a new normal, were the words used. But our words at the moment carry quite a lot of authority, and so be clear with that, what you say. This is like an alchemical transmutation, a bit like an initiation, as the mystery schools might call it, for everyone, really. So best not to resist those changes. Many people won't believe this, they won't be aware of this, but hey-ho, I'm just putting it out there. And really, we could be offered quite a lot of tools for what's needed. If you really say what you really think at the moment, that might be, and do it in a mastered way, so you're not going to really upset loads of people, but it probably is better to get that out, really, and express it. And there may be some mood shifts, there may be some feelings of instability, and you might feel a bit more tired and a bit spaced out, but we're being kind of recalibrated, really, and there's a new sense of where we're going, really, and probably having to think a bit differently and be more in our authentic selves. So we might kind of feel time feels different as well, and there might be a feeling Saturday midnight tonight, so of kind of real culmination of feelings. And there might even, this particular video I saw said some people might be aware of their eyes more feeling like dry eyes. One eye might feel kind of more dominant than the other, and that is probably an energy connection for people who haven't felt that before, but the eyes really link in with our sort of energetic vision, really, and some people just might be more aware of changes around them, and catching things out the corner of their eye and so on. It's kind of part of, being able to spot energy changes in the environment around us, that we haven't been aware of before. And sounds may resonate as well. So you might pick up on different frequency, the tones of people's voices, noises in the room that you wouldn't normally hear. And you might be aware of things like time slips and like deja vu, where, you think, oh, I've experienced this before. It's kind of almost like a time slip feeling. So it is a subtle moon, but it's very powerful. And it's not made huge headlines in those astrological reports, but I've noticed some of them quite strongly, and I noticed the signs myself. And focus on what you want, and if you do unfortunately ignore that, then it might become more and more obvious, because Saturn is involved and won't let us, ignore stuff which we need to do. And so this moon might have much more power at the moment, linking in with that new moon in Cancer a couple of days ago, than possibly a lot of the retrogrades, like Mercury retrograde and the eclipses. But it has had less attention. So I think it's good to get a video out there. So I hope that might help a little bit. And I'll obviously do the other moon things that I normally do, like the full moon report later. But have a good weekend, and maybe a bit of quiet time and, reflection, because these changes are getting us ready for July, and there's probably going to be a lot happening. Okay, take care. Bye.